To come back and preface this video with the ego who's driving. And one important factor in that is the fact that the ego could be going after anything: illegal activity, shopping, eating, sexual activity, lying, gossiping, anything that's glittering for the ego. It could be any of those things and more. So here's the story of what it's like when the ego is driving.
The spirit hit, it hit, and the spirit hit like this. Temptations don't come from God. Lessons come from God, but not temptations. And I was just sitting here thinking, like, temptations don't come from God, right? But the lessons do. However, the lessons come behind the temptation. And the temptation sometimes is like when your ego is trying to, in the driver's seat, you get in the car with the ego and the ego start driving. And you sitting in the car with the ego because the ego wants things that it really can't have. And it don't matter if the ego, to the ego, it don't matter if they can't have it or not. They just want it. And then the ego in his mind will come up with ways how we can get this. And you sitting in the driver's seat, allowing the ego to drive you. And so the ego like this, no matter how they get what they want, they're going to get what they want. So you driving, you riding in the car with the ego, and all of a sudden the ego just start taking off, driving crazy, sporadic, running lights, running stop signs, driving on the other side of the street, swiping cars because it needs to get where it's wanted. You telling the ego, hey, slow down, what? No, you got in the seat, you wanted to go, we agreed, you right, I'm doing whatever we need to do so we can get it, right? That's what we want, right? You're like, yeah, no, wait, not like this. But you in the passenger seat, riding with the ego, letting the ego drive you. And then you in that passenger seat, eyes wide open, like, I don't believe it. This is not what I want. This is not what I thought this was going to be. But when the ego, that's why you got to be careful. Because it's a monster. And when it wants what it wants, it creates a destructive path to get there. Now, as you looking back, turning around, looking at out your window, you see you running lights. The ego is running lights and stop signs all on the sidewalk, driving, trying to get to that temptation because it looks good, it's glittery, it's beautiful, it's charming. And the ego says, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. And you over there now, you thinking. And here come your spirit and God starting to talk to you like, wait a minute, this is not what I wanted. But the ego said, only way you getting out of this is that we gonna crash. I'm not stopping. Only way you gonna get out of this, you gonna have to jump out the car. And the only thing you can think, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to hurt nobody. Not to get this. But the ego's like, nah, it don't matter. Only way we stopping is that we hit something. And when we may hit, it may get hurt, it may not. I don't care. We got to go get this. So the ego keep going till they get what they want. They get to the destination. Boom! Crash. Crash. Now you jacked up. Your legs broke. Your back broke. You got lacerations all over you. But you got what you wanted. And you like, whoa. This is not how I envisioned it to be. But the ego said, who cares what you envisioned it to be? We wanted something, and we got here. Now you sitting over there broke up, can't walk, don't know where you are. The ego then got up out the car and left. Now here come the lesson behind the temptation. You sitting there like, why did I do this? What was I thinking? Why wasn't I listening to God when He was talking to me? How can I allow this ego to do this? And then the ego is like, what? You wanted to. And then you like, it's your fault. Ego's like, nah, it's your fault. It's your fault because you wanted to go. I wasn't doing, I was chilling. Then you come up talking to me about all of this, having all these woo-woo feelings, and we said we was going to go, so we go. So the ego get up and walk away. The ego walks away unscathed because the ego don't care. The ego is gone to something else. Sit back laughing at you because that's what you wanted. Temptations don't come from God. Only lessons do. So you got to always be careful. When you're getting in the car, who's driving? Is it your spirit that's driving? And the ego in the passenger seat? Or the ego ain't even in the car, period. You can't even ride with me. Last time we got in the car, I couldn't even walk when we got finished. Don't even get in the car. Or do you allow the ego to get in the car anyway? Even though the last trip y'all had, you almost died. Or do you let the ego drive? Because regardless, with the ego, at least I'm going somewhere. But look at all the carcass behind you. Look at the danger that the ego put you in the first place. Do we look at that? Who's driving? Is it the ego? The temptation? Is it the spirit? Discernment, wise choices. You have to decide. You have to look at yourself and decide who is in the driver's seat. Be you, community. Be bodacious, authentic, and courageous. To God be the glory. Just think about who is driving. And that temptations don't come from God. Lessons do. Amen.